Well, here we go again, looking over comments. You know, these are my favorite. And we have some interesting ones tonight, Stingers. Yes, we do. We are going to go in, yes. We're going to talk about a few things, breaking them down, and seeing what's behind this. What's the intent behind these comments? Are you ready? Let's see what we got here. Would you ever share your workout routine or what you eat in a day? I certainly am. Go to my channel, No Makeup Needed, and subscribe because I have a plethora of videos coming up. I definitely am going to share my workout routine, how to stay fabulous over 40, what I eat in a day, what I wear in a day. I'm going to do some fun stuff like dating outfits, how to dress for your body type. All sorts of things are coming to that channel, so make sure you stay tuned. And thanks for asking. So listen to this. So Sagittarius is confused because one time she sensed that her Scorpio needed space, right? So she calmly, with sugar and spice, told him that she acknowledged him withdrawing and will respect his space, right? And she said, you know, after she communicated to him that she noticed he was withdrawing and I respect your space, that he started being responsive again. So here's the thing about that. Being a Sagittarius, you know, they're fire signs, so they're not so sensitive to themselves and their environments. And something, you know, that a lot of fire and air like to do is they like to tell you that they notice something, right? I noticed you have a ketchup stain on your shirt. I noticed you didn't put your toothbrush, we don't care that you notice, right? When I deal with Scorpios and I notice that they need space, I just give them space. I don't talk about it, right? I would never calmly, with sugar and spice or whatever it is, right, have to even discuss it. I just back up. That's it. A lot of things we hate verbalizing, we hate pushy. That's so pushy. I noticed you do this. Like, I think a Leo said that. I noticed you do. And like, what do you want for noticing that I do that? I'm still going to do it. So you notice it, yeah, and your point is. And the Scorpio probably felt that he needed to respond. See, this is when you back us against the wall. You know what I mean? And what probably happened after that is that he probably took even more space. Even more, like, oh, she's so fucking pushy. Let me get out of here. So just notice without saying anything. That's it. Maybe you want a pat on the back for verbalizing that you notice he needed space, and you're trying to point out that you being verbal was a great way for him to be like, oh yeah, you know, no, that's not how we operate. So what? He just felt backed up against the wall. He felt cornered. That's why he came out like that. But he's going to go back into his little shell. It's going to be worse than before. So just shut up. Just shut up. Keep your mouth shut. Notice and shut up and go away. That's all you have to do. No big deal. All right, guys, let's take a look at the next one. You said that your Sun conjunct Uranus is not noticeable in your personality, but it seems like it. Helping the homeless people is very Uranian. I didn't say that I didn't recognize it. I said that you guys didn't recognize it. Because I talk about my Capricorn rising sporadically, that's all the information that you get. If any of you guys are studying psychology, put it in the comments. Whenever you start mentioning something, other people start mentioning it too. It's not that they really see it. In fact, in my whole life, no one has ever guessed that I was a Capricorn rising. They haven't. So I know for a fact that if I hadn't told you guys, you wouldn't have guessed it either. You wouldn't have. And yes, I have my Sun conjunct Uranus. I have Uranus conjunct my MC, which affects my career choices. I have Aquarius in my second house. That's how I make money. So I have a good amount of Uranian energy in my chart. But because it conjuncts my Sun, you know, that's where the eccentricness of who I am, who I identify with, comes in. I'm very rebellious. I like to color outside the lines. Because it conjuncts my Sun, I have a problem with authority. I never like authority, especially from men. These are a lot of different things. I know what it is. You guys don't know what it is. Yes, I do a lot of work with homeless and helping people. I have a charity. I run a charity, food waste charity. And I'm very big with justice. Like if somebody's getting fucked over, I go crazy. Like I can't handle it. I can't handle it. My Mercury being in Libra also has a lot to do with the justice thing, you know. I just can't, you know, handle it. But my Uranian energy, my Sun conjunct Uranus, has a lot to do with me caring about the planet as a whole. So when people do things that affect us all, I just can't, I'm just like, I can't deal with it. How can you walk away and be like, oh, that doesn't affect me? Like, no, it affects everyone, you idiot. Everyone. We're all here, you know. But the fact that I don't mention it as often as I do my Capricorn rising, you guys don't even see it. You miss it all. No one has ever said, oh my gosh, you're so... Except for one person, and I was an astrology professor, because they know. He's the only one who said, oh my gosh, I see so much Uranus. However, if someone has a Sun conjunct Pluto, all of a sudden they're so fucking Scorpio. They're so Scorpio, right? So then that makes me so Aquarius. Does it? Does it really though? I don't know. It's for you to decide. I absolutely love this comment. It's one of my personal favorites. Let's break this down. I can see your Capricorn from far away. I don't think you look like a Scorpio, so maybe your first house must be in Capricorn. I don't know. First of all, your first house cusp is your ascendant, right? And so I have a Capricorn ascendant. And what is the Capricorn? What is the first house? What is that? What is that first house cusp? It is how others see you. It is the projected image that we give. So if I'm projecting Capricorn, you're probably gonna see it. It's literally the personality that you feel most comfortable sharing with the world. So when people first meet me, that's what I give them. So you probably would see it. It's not hiding anywhere. The first house, the house of self, it's out there for everybody to see. You can't hide anything in the first house. It's literally out there. So whatever your ascendant is the game you're playing in life, honey. And that's what people see. That's what they believe. That's the energy you give. That's how they respond to you. So of course you would see Capricorn on the rise. Now, I'm going to give you a little more information because it doesn't seem like you've been studying astrology long, and that's okay. So within your first house cusp, a lot of you guys have different planets there. You may have a Capricorn rising, but you have Pluto also in your first house. Mars may be there. There may be a conjunction there. So all these energies are blended up. So you're going to get you're going to get all sorts of different things. They're like, I don't know. I don't really know. What is that, right? You may have Venus there, which softens things up. You may have Jupiter there, which makes you more popular and friendly, and right? So many things can happen in that first house cusp, right? I have my Pluto opposite. No, I have my Mars opposing my ascendant, right? So they're all right there and there. We have some energy going on. right? Right then there we have some Mars energy, opposition, right? And then I have Pluto squaring my ascendant. So now we got Pluto and Mars, which are my rulers, my life rulers, having energy going back and forth to the person that you see. And this is why I can be very argumentative. This is why I do exert a lot of power, right? Because you have the planet of war and the planet of, you know, breakdown and rebuild, right? Having friction or having compromise, having struggle with in my first house cusp. So you're not just getting my Capricorn rising, right? You're getting both of my rulers with energy going to and from my first house cusp. So I know that you meant to offend me. I can feel the intent behind every single comment that's put under my videos. A lot of you guys, maybe you think I don't like Capricorns, which is not true. You know, Capricorn is an earth sign, and Scorpio and Capricorn get along just fine. Earth needs water, and water needs earth. And so a lot of you guys may think I'm offended when you say, oh my gosh, I see Capricorn, you don't look like a Scorpio. You don't even know what a fucking Scorpio looks like, right? You don't know. What do you know? How do you, tell me what a Scorpio looks like. You don't even know. You don't even know. You think you're offending me by saying I look like a Capricorn. Thank you. This reminds me of when I was young. Right? This reminds me of when I was a teenager, and everybody, their mother and their sister and their father, right, would tell me that I look like Whoopi Goldberg. And now in my head, me and her are sisters. It's just my friend in my head, right? We have a lot in common. We're both sun and mooners. She has a Aquarius rising. I have Sun conjunct Uranus. And when she did live in New York, we used to see each other sporadically, and we would just lock eyes, and we wouldn't say much. You know, we would just like, no. She would just lock eyes and smile, like I don't know, it felt like we knew each other, but we don't know each other yet. But it was that nice little double Scorpio connection all the time, every time I saw her, right? And so when I was little, people used to tell me that I look like her as an attack. They wouldn't say it, because remember, I grew up in a different time. I grew up, you know, I was born in the mid-70s, and to look like her was not a compliment. To have regular black features and be dark skinned, that wasn't a compliment, okay? And so people would say that. They would say that when they're mad at me, they would say it in things. And the interesting part about that was I always took it as a compliment. I thought she was fabulous as hell, a great actress. I mean, she's won every award there is, okay? A Tony, an Oscar, like every Grammy, everything. You know, fabulous. So I would be like, oh my gosh, thank you. You know? And when people approach me, even to this day, they're like, you remind me of somebody. And I'm like, I know who it is. It's my twin, right? Now, I don't think I physically look like her. I don't think we have the same eyes or same, you know what I mean? Like, there are resemblances. Like, we do have this deep Scorpio voice. We have the no-nonsense attitude. We're both double, so you're going to see a lot of resemblance in us. Our charts are very similar. And so I know what they mean. And it's a compliment from me, but to the person telling me they're trying to clown me at the same time, right? And so I always said thank you. And I made the person feel stupid because they thought I was going to, you know, come out swinging. And even other people who were close by, they would come, she don't look like her. Why are you saying that? So-and-so is ugly and this and that. And it would, you know, you telling me that I don't look like a Scorpio, that I look like a Capricorn is not offensive, you know? It's not offensive, you know, to say that you're a Capricorn. Like, what's wrong with them? Okay, I look like a Capricorn. Your rising is your physical attribute. So, you know, when I walk in a room, I walk in with authority. You know, when you're ascendant, you take on the physical traits of your ascendant sign. I walk in with confidence. I look like I know what I'm doing. I don't have a bullshit look on my face, so nobody could come in and fuck with me. You know, I give them that kind of serious look. And that's just what's natural when I'm outside of my comfort. When I come in the house, we're on a whole different story, honey. But for you, I just want you to recognize that, number one, you're not offending me, you're offending yourself. Number two, I would love for you to actually study astrology, and then you'll know what you're talking about. Number 3, I know what your intention was, and you did not hurt me. You cannot hurt me, and you only ended up hurting yourself. So I hope you take care of that soon. And for myself and all the stingers, we wish you well. Let's take a look at this next comment. Cancer is the divine mother and is the height of all water signs. We brought you into this world and we could take you out. I know you guys are so sick of hearing this, but if they want attention, why not? Let's give it to them. Pisces mirror your own behavior back to you. Because Pisces is the only sign that can transform into any other sign. So however you feel about Pisces, look at yourself. Their gift is to show you yourself. Really? First of all, Pisces doesn't mirror other people's behavior. They're a mutable sign, along with Virgo, right? Virgo's a mutable sign. Gemini is a mutable sign. Sagittarius is a mutable sign. Mutability means that you thrive in change. You know, you can switch things up. You can go with the flow. You're adaptable. That's what mutability means. It doesn't mean Pisces is out in the forest and they are disappearing and turning into other animals. So silly for you to say that. And they're not the only mutable sign. There's the others. Virgo, you know, they can go with the flow. Gemini, Sag, right? Pisces is not the mirror of the zodiac. They don't show you who you are, right? It's part of their armor to blend in and be changeable, right? They're the only sign that have no fight, right? They have no armor. Scorpios have our venom, right? We have our deadly stings. You know, Sag has their bow and arrow, right? You know, they have no armor. And so for them, because they are ruled by Neptune, and they can be very deceptive and delusional. This is kind of how they also, you know, they have a lot of escapism. So when they can't handle stuff, they just escape and disappear and blend in and things of that nature. And they're the only sign who does that, right? Because Virgo, Gemini, and Sag, they're not deceptive. They don't just escape and things of that nature. So Pisces is the only sign who does that, because they don't come out swinging. They're the sign of ultimate sacrifice, sacrificial love. They're the sign of love with no limits, right? And that can take a toll on the person. It really can, because you put your whole self aside to really accommodate somebody else, and that can be painful, right? They're the only sign who's totally empathetic, you know, not empathetic, but they're empaths. They take on the burden of others, you know. Whatever somebody else's pain is, they take it home like their own, right? So they're not mirrors. They're not helping you transform. They're not helping you become the powerhouse that you are, right? You know, I've noticed, and you probably have with yourself as well, that when you're around other people, you know, you're different around every single person that you come in contact with. You don't have a solid personality, right? You don't have a solid personality that Scorpio has. We're a fixed sign. How you see us is how you see us, honey. How your friends see us is they're going to see the same thing, you know? And so for you to come in under my comments and try and prove that, you know, they're the mirror, or, you know, they have some power of showing me who I am and things like that. You know, the only person that they need to show who they are or really see themselves clearly is themselves. And I don't know that they can do that fully, you know. That takes getting in the mirror and taking off those rose-colored glasses. There are a lot of really strong Pisces. I've done a lot of charts of Pisces who have some really, really strong attributes. You know, they have trines to Saturn, which gives support, which gives discipline, you know what I mean, focus, which they don't have a lot of. Some of them have, you know, Leo traits, Aries traits, right? And so, I don't know. maybe look at your chart. Try and do better. Look at yourself. Stop wondering about, other people, right? For once. Oh, gosh. Stop worrying about other people for once. Get in the mirror. Worry about transforming yourself. Worry about really becoming a powerhouse. Really becoming someone who can take up for themselves and stand up for themselves and have strict boundaries. And then you won't have to look at others like the Scorpion with such disdain. Alright guys, like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. I love being here with you at 3 a.m. in a ball gown, honey. I'm going to bed soon, definitely. Go to ScorpioSunScorpioMoon.com where you could book a chart reading, love chart reading, couples chart reading, personal live stream session, and your own personalized video. If you have a topic you want to talk about, and it's under the Scorpio brand, Scorpio self-esteem, evolution, astrology, and all that good stuff, I want to hear from you. I have an amazing Labor Day sale going on, guys. You get 25% off my whole entire shop. Get all your favorites, get your Scorpio season teas. None of this stuff is coming back. I'm never gonna have anything in my shop the same ever again. So get it while you can get it at a discount. I got the new mask in. I still have swimwear that you can wear on vacation. I'm definitely taking a vacation for my birthday. And yeah, use the discount code Labor Day and get all your cute things. I have some more exclusive videos coming at some point. I'm going to add the other ones back in, not all of them, but some of them. And I'm going to be over at ScorpioSunScorpioMoon Podcast with some more information. No makeup needed, with some more beauty and lifestyle tips. And take a crash course. A lot of you guys have questions about Scorpios that I can answer in my crash course. I have one on dating Scorpios, so you know the basics, how to be fabulous, how to heal from trauma, how to get back with a Scorpio. I have 2 new, very exciting crash courses coming. How to stop with the dating chasing people, and how to date with a purpose. I also have a crash course on, how to handle Scorpio children, which I'm very excited about. So wait for that, and I'll see you guys soon.